Welcome to April. Can you believe we are already a quarter of the way into 2023? This year has absolutely flown by, and as suspected, it has been an extremely busy 3 months. To give you some perspective, we've received over 2,000 inquiries from prospective tenants that are looking to call this region home. We are still receiving a lot of applications from people that are relocating interstate. So still a lot of interstate migration, still a lot of people seeing really good value for money here in Yarrabilba particularly. Our average rental returns are now sitting at above 500 per week. We're generally renting properties here in Yarrabilba, particularly at 550 per week, which is really good for our investors. There is still a rental crisis here in Queensland. However, there is a lot more stock on the market, and what we're finding is that tenants have a little bit more selection of the properties that they are picking and choosing basically, and we have seen the time on market slightly increase across the board, particularly from March onwards. In March alone, we welcomed 21 new clients to our business, so thank you for entrusting LJ Hooker. We absolutely love the fact that we can assist you achieve your investment goals. In terms of tenants that are already renting properties through us, we are finding a large take up on renewals. We are finding tenants are a little bit apprehensive to move and re-enter into the rental market. So they are happy to renew their leases. I believe the latest statistic was over 75% of tenants renewed their leases between January and March this year. In addition to that, although the days on market have slightly increased from March, we are finding our pre-market tenant strategy is working extremely well. And basically what that means is that we know, statistically speaking, that tenants know several months prior to their lease ending if they are staying or if they're going. So for the tenants that are moving, if you're anything like me, you want to know exactly what's happening in the future and when. We know that tenants are already starting to look in advance. And the way that our pre-market tenant strategy works is that we leverage properties that are upcoming that aren't necessarily ready to be advertised online. So they may be available in 2 months' time, but we leverage them to our database where we can actually match tenants to the particular properties. So in March alone, we've rented a number of properties using our pre-market tenant strategy, and it's a real benefit for tenants because it puts them ahead of the game. It's before they need to compete essentially and get their application in ASAP when they're going to inspections. So we just most recently rented 75 Girame Street utilising that pre-market strategy. And I've also just launched 18 Bailey Street here in Yarrabilba using the same strategy. Within 24 hours, we had an application before even needing to advertise on realestate.com or any of the other major portals. So really works for our clients, and they find a real benefit of it. It minimises the days on market, potential vacancy, and it assists tenants a lot. They kind of takes the ease and the stresses away of competing for rental properties in the current market. But all in all, the market is performing extremely well. There was recent talk of Anastasia Palaszczuk putting rental caps in place, meaning that the rents can only increase on an annual basis. So this isn't law at this stage. It will be coming into effect, but it's not something that will happen overnight by any means. I know that with the consecutive interest rate rises, a lot of clients of ours are feeling the pinch. So we have a lot of strategies in place to be able to work that for our investor clients. So if you have any questions about property management, the rental market, or anything relating to rentals, please feel free to give me a call anytime.